Mr. Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Training Colleges and Universities. Speaker, I have heard from many businesses and people looking for work in my riding about their concerns with the skills gap and the legacy of failed and reckless Liberal economic policies. They are frustrated that after 15 years of Liberal government, propped up by the NDP, have left people without the skills they need and businesses unable to compete. This is particularly true in the area of skilled trades, where I'm hearing from both employers and young people that many are having great difficulty becoming an apprentice in their desired trade. Can the minister tell us what our government is doing to make sure there is enough skilled labour in Ontario and that young people can enter their field of choice?
Hear, hear.
Minister of Training, Colleges and Universities.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you to the member opposite for the question and their strong advocacy for the people of Simcoe North.
Hear, hear.
Speaker, our government promised the people of Ontario to create good jobs and make Ontario open for business. My focus as minister is making sure that Ontarians have the skills they need for the jobs of tomorrow so that Liberal policies will not haunt job seekers and employers for years to come. And that is why I am pleased that our government introduced legislation that, if passed, would standardize ratios for skilled trades in Ontario. Speaker, employers are saying that this change would create good quality jobs for the people of Ontario. Cam Bessling of Bessling Mechanical says, quote, "These changes to Ontario's apprenticeship ratios will allow our company to immediately start recruiting and hiring more young people. These changes will help to create job opportunities throughout southwestern Ontario. We fully support."
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Minister, for your hard work in making Ontario open for business and addressing the skills gap. I understand that many businesses would hire more apprentices but are barred from doing so by the current ratios. The Ontario Electrical League recently released a report that said 73% of Ontario's electrical employers would hire a new apprentice if it weren't for strict ratios. Speaker, that means better jobs to our young people today. Our Premier promised the people of Ontario to fill the skills gap by increasing access to apprenticeships. Can the minister tell us more about why standardizing ratios and filling the skills gap would bring career jobs to Ontario?
Minister.
Speaker, Ontario has some of the most restrictive ratios in Canada. A single standardized one-to-one ratio will reduce red tape on employers and the economy and make it easier for employers and workers to navigate the system. Addressing the skills gap is an essential part of making Ontario open for business again. Our government is listening to employers. They are telling us that they support our plan. Jan Fortuna, Senior Vice President, Canadian Contracting Limited, says, "The skilled trade shortage is the #1 issue facing our company, and lowering apprentice ratios will help us engage, train and retain the young trade apprentices to develop Ontario's future skilled labour force." This is a great move by the government and is welcomed by all construction employers and employees.
The member for York Centre, come to order.
We promise the people of Ontario to
the member for York Centre, come to order.
Make Ontario open for business.